week's adventurous chapter of Hunter x Hunter, after years of waiting, we are finally getting ready to go to the Dark Continent, and we're going to be doing it in style. We're going to be traveling in a gigantic black whale ship. It's essentially a whale lord from Pokemon. Right after that, we get to see that Kurapika decides to read his novel to the entire class for a couple of pages, and he also gets freaked out by a very creepy baby at the end of this week's chapter. Guys, this week's chapter of Hunter x Hunter made me feel stupid, because I don't really know, really what's truly going on in this chapter, aside from the fact that I know that this ship is going down. They might as well slap Titanic on the side of this whale ship, because nothing is going to go right on this voyage. There's going to be conflict, there's going to be battles, and there's going to be a lot of major character deaths. But still, this was an exciting departure. It's something that we've been waiting for a very long period of time. And for those who have been exclusively reading the manga, I feel your pain. For me, it's a little different. I didn't have to wait as long. I was introduced to Hunter x Hunter through the anime version, so it didn't really take me that long to sort of pick up with the manga and see where they're going from here. All I know is, I cannot wait to see what's going to go down on this ship. So, this week's chapter was essentially just really wordy and trying to explain how this whole ship is going to work, how it's broken down into multiple decks, with the King of Kakin being at the top, his sons being there with him, all of the VIPs and important people at the top, and all the poor people are at the bottom with no doctors partying with Jack and Rose. But for the most part, this week's chapter of Hunter x Hunter is just sort of a straight reintroduction to a lot of the characters, the King of Kakin, his entire family, who are not even allowed to cross each other. That's something that they make very clear in this chapter with a lot of the bodyguards. If they even see each other, make eye contact, it could actually be the start of a huge conflict or even the possibility of a war. We need to remember this is a succession war, and the rest of the chapter follows the character of Kurapika. Whenever Kurapika's on the scene, he just has to talk a lot. Basically just letting us know that anything can and will go wrong on the ship, but they're going to try and be prepared for just about any situation, as he's still watching over this mother and, of course, the baby. And the baby might have some weird, creepy powers. At the very end of the chapter, there's this dark, evil energy which is coming out of its crib, almost taking the form of this black Nen, which completely freaks Kurapika out, ending this week's chapter of Hunter x Hunter. So what's the rundown on this week's chapter of Hunter x Hunter, my friends? This one was crazy. What I think I loved most about it is just the size of things, how crazy things are. This massive whale ship, which hilariously enough, at the very top, actually just has a normal ship. I just think that's really funny. That's either the bridge or there literally is just another giant ship at the top, which I think is really damned funny. But I love the look of this. I love the look of the airships. Very similar to what we've seen in the previous Hunter x Hunter episodes. But really, this one just has a lot of mystery behind it. Basically, this is a whodunit story, which is getting ready to go underway. And I can't wait to see how all these various sons and daughters and family members of the King of Kakin are going to be involved in this arc. Not to mention, we also got to see the return of Beyond Netero. That is right, the son of the former chairman of the Hunter organization. I can't wait to see what his plans are going to be, and I can't wait to see how this king is going to die. It's just going to happen. The big, fat, happy king is going to be killed, and probably in an extremely bloody fashion. I also can't wait to see how Phantom Troop is going to sort of fall in line with this story. We didn't see anything from them this week. We didn't see anything else with Hisoka. Gon and frickin' Killua are still missing. Leario is nowhere to be seen. It looks like now we're going to be focusing a little bit on Kurapika. And you know what? I honestly think that is refreshing, because after the Chimera Ant arc, or at least before it started, we did not see this character at all. So this is going to be a great opportunity for this guy to shine, maybe to see more of his abilities. All I know is, shit is going down, and so is this ship, and I can't wait to see if it's actually going to make it to its destination, or if things are just going to go terribly wrong. All I know is I'm excited. So, if you want to read this week's chapter of Hunter x Hunter, my recommendation is get comfortable, take your time, and enjoy the dialogue, because there is a lot of it in this week's chapter, but there's also a lot of great scenes, a lot of great artwork, a lot of cool new characters returning, a lot of new characters returning, and some great intrigue at the very end. This is the beginning of the next big adventure in Hunter x Hunter, so let's get excited. So, despite the fact that this chapter was kind of confusing to me, and I am definitely going to have to read it a couple more times to appreciate it, I still think it was a very good read, and it's about damn time we're finally moving to the Dark Continent. So I'm going to give this week's chapter right here a 4 out of 5. A little wordy from my taste, but still another solid chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Before you guys leave today, make sure to tell me what you thought about this week's chapter of Hunter x Hunter. Do you have any speculation as to what's going to happen on this massive whale ship? What do you think's the deal with Kurapika and that creepy baby at the very end of this chapter? And what do you want to see from the rest of the Dark Continent arc in Hunter x Hunter and beyond? Please tell me in the comments section below. You guys are kick-ass! Thank you for watching this review. I really appreciate it. If you would like to help support Super Kami Guru 9000, you can do that in a number of awesome ways. Obviously, you can subscribe to the channel. That way you'll see all of our latest anime and manga reviews. Make sure to share this review with all of your friends. You can also smash that like button right now, and make sure to check out all the cool links we got in the description box below. It'd be really, really awesome. So thank you guys again for watching, and as always, stay dandy, baby!